Okay, girlies. We also just get as horny as men do. Probably even more.
Even more.
Probably
And
even
sometimes
more.
want it how much more?
Probably 10 times more. We just don't say it out
For
loud.
example, women value a provider.
Yeah.
They value a man who's strong.
Yeah.
They value a man who's got good leadership, right? A man is going to value a woman who's submissive, a woman with chastity, right? But if you come to me and you're like, yo, I found this girl, brother, I think she's got less than 5 bodies. I'll be like, my man, congratulations. Because that's what men value.
The number one real talk and relationship podcast, Chomi Next Door, Chomi Kinakwela.
Chomi, welcome back to another episode of the best real talk and relationship podcast, Chomi Next Door. You are sitting here with your host, ONG's DZ, TikTok, Facebook, IG. You know the vibes. Today, we have another interesting topic for the panel. But before that, we want to introduce every individual member we have today. Chomi Next Door.
Hey guys, it's Hazel here.
Hey guys, it's your girl Princess, Pure Essence Royalty. You know who it is.
Oh, yes.
But show me, today's just Jay. Ain't no Karate Kid. Getting straight down to business.
What have you today?
Yeah,
We're fighting.
let's get it.
And like you see, since you are here ready today, I have a serious ask for you,
What's up?
my brother.
Yeah.
What do you think women hide from their gents dating situation? Wabo, what's the secret that they hide from their gents?
They want a man that's the same as their father. The one they wish they had or the one that they never had.
Can you elaborate on that?
Every woman is going to grow up to marry or to fancy a man that she's seen most of her life. So if you have seen a man that is somehow your entire life, you are likely going to gravitate towards that man when you start dating. For example, if you like a man who's strict, if you grow up with a man who's strict, you are never going to find a man who is too soft and be your man. You are likely going to find a man who will put you in your place. A man who's going to tell you exactly what the rules are and how you're to behave. Just like your father. Either that you never had a man to do that for you as you're growing up, or you want somebody to replicate what your imagination has brought towards you. So I'll just put it there and let the ladies think about it.
Hazel, what do you think?
I can
about
add
this?
something, but not related to Jay's point. I feel like if I'm gonna make an example with me, if I was dating someone, and there's a certain person on social media that I follow, for instance, Sheraton. I don't know if you guys know her.
I smash.
Okay, Shera7. She advises people on relationships. So I feel like if I was to have a specific person that I follow on social media about relationship advices, I wouldn't want my person to know.
Hold on.
Yes.
You know who else you should follow? Chomi Next Door Podcast.
Period.
Yeah, I wouldn't want my man to know because I feel like he's gonna go check out. Even if I'm reading a book that is telling me things to do or the steps or whatever, dating stages or whatever, I don't want him to know. Because he's gonna read the same exact, and everything that I'm gonna try to do on him, he's gonna know that's one of the tips that she's using on me. So yeah, that's one of the things that I'm gonna keep away from him.
Princess.
Hey.
What do you have?
No, I'm here. Hi, Jay.
Kari unalibu never signora.
No. I'm very excited for today. Hey, I've been looking forward to have a podcast with Jay.
Oh, yes.
But personally, I would go to Antarctica, slowly walk into the ocean and freeze myself to death before I get with a man like my father. That's just my personal opinion.
What's wrong with your father?
He's just not a good man. It's not even like he's not someone who was present. He was very much there.
But he was not good.
He's just not a good man. And when I see how he treated my mother and how it affected her psychologically and emotionally, the thought of getting with a man like that in my future makes me repulsive and literally want to vomit. And I don't disagree that there are probably women out there that grew up with healthy father figures who come from like a good background. I have a friend of mine personally who said, hey girl, if I marry a guy one day, I would like him to have characteristics that my father has. So it's a two-way street, you know what I mean? And something that I think a lot of girlies hide from their men or their gents is how much we like seek their approval. And not to the point where I'm like, hey baby, what should I eat today? If you don't tell me what to eat, I won't eat. I just mean like when we make specific life decisions or even the most basic as things, we just want their approval. We want them to be there. We're going to tell them about all our steps just to hear that you know, yes, what you're doing is okay. Yes, what you're doing is all right. Of course, girlies are not going to admit it because, you know, independence, feminism, da da da. But I know a lot of girlies that do get satisfaction from hearing like their partner's approval, and I don't think a lot of guys are aware of that. Yeah.
Sorry, can I just ask? Could you describe your father for us, real quick?
Abusive,
In what way?
physically,
Okay.
but that was in the past.
All right.
Alcoholic, also in the past. Has been to jail, also in the past. But right now he's just like, how do I put it?
He's okay.
Yeah, he's fine, but he's not what one I would characterize as a father figure. My mother is more of one I would characterize as a father figure because she's been there. She's taught me almost everything. Even though he's there, he's like there for decoration, bro. Do you know what I mean? Like he doesn't really do much. And when I think about a partner that I want in my future, I want someone who's consistently in my life and meddling by my life and supporting me. And if we do have kids, to be just as present and probably not physically harm me. So yeah.
And how many men have you dated?
4.
Okay, 4 men.
Yes.
Out of those men, how many of them drink?
None.
None of them.
None.
Is it because they're underage or because they've got the ability,
Well,
they just don't do it?
The 2 were underage, and then recently my type has changed over the years, and I just went out with like those strict pastor's boy, Christian boy kind of church. So even if they did drink, it's very possible that like I was not,
Away.
I was because they would probably just hide it from me or something.
Probably just hide
Yeah.
it from. Do you think though they hid it from you?
No, I don't think
You
so.
don't think so?
Yeah,
You
because
just
I
think
was
they
the one who
didn't
was
drink.
drinking. I'd be going out at dinner today, and I would have a cocktail, and he'd be like, "I'll take coffee, thanks."
All right,
So,
that's very nice.
yeah.
Did you tell them about this history of yours that you didn't like?
My dad? No,
Yeah,
they
you
were
didn't
not
know.
aware. No.
All right.
That's good.
Were any of them ever aggressive? Not aggressive to the sense where they would physically
Yeah.
hit you, but aggressive like me.
No, because like I said, my dad does influence my choice. I tend to go for more like submissive and softer guys. So if anything, I'm the more forward and like aggressive one with the people that I've been with.
No, lovely. Thank you
Yeah.
for answering that. What I wanted to show, if you had answered in favor of my line of thought, was that yes, you could not like your dad, but subconsciously you would then attract men that were similar to your dad. For example, I attracted a woman that is exactly like my mom.
Yeah.
Right? Take away the physical parts and you find that she's the splitting image of my mom. Exactly. I mean, almost to the T. You get what I'm saying? So it's possible that because you might have had a dad of one nature, you go to the complete end of the spectrum where you want nothing to do with him, whereas majority of women would go to
The
the
other
other end of the spectrum where subconsciously it's their dad. All right. So I'm glad that you have shed some light on that and that you've explained it to us. It's just that with my experience, with my time that I've been here on the earth, I've realized that women subconsciously want a man that's like their dad. Hence the term tall, dark, and handsome, because most African men are tall, dark, and handsome.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Can I support Jay on something?
Yes.
I feel like on coming back to women, how we want men that are like our dads. I feel like for me, I would relate to him. Looking at my dad and how he was with my mom. Obviously, he had his own
Issues.
flops.
Yeah.
But I would want a man that's like my dad. Because he's one
Why?
of the perfect men. I saw how you treated my mom, even when my mom
you
was
wanted
like...
to
It was
to that
healthy, né?
It was healthy. And I feel like most people, you know, when we talk about true love, like, I be like, guys, there's still good men out there. People laugh at me. But I believe there is because of him. And I also believe there's men that don't cheat because of my dad. And I feel like...
What if you did back in the day?
What now? No, I'm talking about what I know.
What she knows.
Okay.
Yeah, what I know. And I also feel like there's responsible men out there, guys. I feel like how I can tell is after my mom passed away, I could see my dad. He continued being the responsible man. He didn't change, you know. So I feel like, yeah, man.
Are you
Possible.
okay, sweetie?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Oh, baby. Hazel, it's a good world.
It's all right.
It's possible to get a responsible man. Don't ever doubt this. So yeah, that's what I can say.
Okay, but to go back to your point, I have attracted aggressive guys. But I don't believe that because I attract something that means I have to go with it. Do you know what I mean? Like, if anything, I just, as soon as I see any sense of nature that is not within what I like, I just tend to run away or to completely avoid it. Even if it shows up later,
Can I ask a
run.
question?
Yeah.
So would you guys say, Khore, one of the things that women hide is their dating history? Like people that they've been with, etc., etc.
100%.
Yeah.
And why is that?
Can I answer
Oh,
quickly?
go ahead, girl.
Okay. I feel like when it comes to that, I feel like we are scared of being judged. You get what I'm trying to say? It also comes back to the body count part, where we don't want some. I remember the last topic. People are like, if the woman doesn't want to disclose the body count, she's an H or whatever. I feel like it's not always the case, guys. Some body counts that you had, you are not proud of them, so you're not free or comfortable to actually disclose about them. So I feel like now, if I was to date someone and I know I did things back then, and I see this is a potential relationship, I wouldn't tell that person, no matter how free I am with that person. I'm not, because I feel like it's gonna sabotage my promising relationship. So I feel like it's one of the things, especially if it was a bad dating history, because it takes a mature man, guys, to understand, okay, she was like this in the past, but now she's changed.
She's like this.
He's gonna look at you that way, especially if you tell him the amount of people that you slept with. He's gonna have that thing back in the mind. Okay, she's been there. So I feel like it depends also with the type of man that you've been with. But I recommend that I wouldn't disclose, because I feel like men also, they tend to have this thing of saying, if my woman has been around, okay, they can't forget it. Yes. So I feel like it's one of the reasons why they don't.
It's not just dating history, bruh. Kisses, situationships, even till today, I still haven't heard my first kiss. I still haven't. It's not a thing. Because women's minds, we work with like, we don't want to, you don't want to expose your past if it's something you're not proud of. Do you know what I mean?
True.
And I think dating history and kisses and stuff, you should be able to openly share them, but in our space you kind of get judged. And
that's why I said if you find
yes, if you're fine,
if you find the mature man,
then you can. Okay. And then also, some guys tend to get insecure. It's not just girlies that get insecure. They'll start asking, especially if you're like in the same school, in the same club or what, they'll point out like, oh, that guy that you're with is like 5'10" and I'm 5'7". Okay.
Who's that guy?
They're giggling. But deep
down is hurting.
You put salt on the wound, and then it becomes very uncomfortable. And once you've had that kind of interaction, you're probably not gonna want to expose. Thirdly, I feel like a lot of men like, how do I say this, innocent presenting women. Y'all like it when a girl hasn't done anything, when she hasn't kissed anyone, when she hasn't spoken to lots of guys. Especially some of you guys find it weirdly appealing. So she's gonna lie to you to get to you and tell you, I haven't been with anyone. She's probably lying, but you fuck with her.
I feel like, Jiv, you can brag with that one.
Yeah, thank you for giving me this opportunity. Because today my man is not a good day. But let's go down with it. Right? I mean, like, women need to stop demonizing what men like. Right? How tall are you?
5'6", 5'7".
5'6".
Yeah.
Would you date a man that's 5?
No.
Why not?
I just wouldn't.
Because you prefer a tall man, right?
Yeah, or like
so why would you demonize a man who wants a girl with low body count? So you have just told me that I prefer this, but I do not prefer a man to have his own standards. What you are now portraying to me is double standards. And I know these are secrets that you don't give out, but I'm trying to understand your secrets so I can understand the woman better. Why have double standards like that, where you won't date a shorter man, but you don't want a man to look at you for your history?
Okay.
When that's what men value.
Okay.
So are you saying men value your history? Or what?
Yes.
But what if you found out that I slept with 20 people? Are you still going to look at me the same way?
No, I won't.
So that's why we hide it.
Yes, but I want to understand why you have got that double standard. Right?
Okay.
You're going to hide it. Imagine, right? I sit here like my boy Twin did, and then I don't tell you from the jump that, hey, when are you going to leave in 2 weeks?
Yeah.
Then in 2 weeks you have to leave. How would you feel?
Pissed.
All right? Now switch that and put yourself in those shoes. That double standard again. That's what I'm asking.
Okay, let me go through this from like a woman's eyes and to show you why in a woman's lenses you're probably wrong, respectfully. As we apply double standards, context is similar. When I say I wouldn't date a guy who's 5 foot, and let's say a guy is talking to me, will tell me like, oh, you're too tall for a girl. Like, I wouldn't date a girl who's 5'6", and I would be upset. This is not a real situation, just an example. And I got upset. I would call the double standards.
Don't be real.
Yeah, because the bases, like they're compared. It's both about heights. But if we're looking about body count and body history, then it's a little bit different. Because I wouldn't necessarily compare a guy's height to my body count, unless he showed me his body count and I showed him mine, and then mine was still a lot and his was still a lot and I judged him, and then I would probably be pissed. Like, girlies are always going to look at their context. They're going to be like, no, I wouldn't date a guy who's 5'0", but like I slept with 20 men, so it's not the same thing. But I get where you're coming from and I see where you're coming from, but It's just not the same thing.
Okay, just to bring clarity, then we'll move on to the next secret that I heard Hazel talk about, right? To bring clarity, we cannot compare the same thing because man and woman don't like the same thing.
Yeah.
Right? For example, women value a provider.
Yeah.
They value a man who's strong.
Yeah.
They value a man who's got good leadership, right? A man is going to value a woman who's submissive, a woman with chastity, right? A woman who is going to turn, quote unquote, a house into a home. Yeah, I learned that in one of my very, very early episodes. Yeah. So when we compare your body count to perhaps height, it's two things that are liked from both ends of the spectrum.
Okay.
However, they cannot be the same because we don't like the same. You will never find a man be like, yo, I found this girl, man. She's got a 6-figure salary. We're going to laugh at you like, what, you wanted to provide for you?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But if you come to me and you're like, yo, I found this girl, brother. I think she's got less than 5 bodies. I'll be like, my man, congratulations. Because that's what men value. So that's me bringing clarity to what you're going on about comparing two different criteria. All right. Hazel, you mentioned something that was quite interesting. Can you just repeat it again?
Which one was that? I mentioned a lot of things.
The secret that you said, another thing that women, a secret that they hide?
Their past relationships
The past relationship.
and the body counts and stuff.
Oh, okay, cool. I like the past relationship issue. It's different from a body count, right?
It is.
But the past relationship is very interesting to me because it shows me your type. You know, you might think that your type is this, but in actual reality, when we take a look at your past relationships, we start to see your real type.
There's always a pattern.
Okay, but
You know,
can-
there'll be a pattern like what Princess said. That is what men will be really interested in to like see that, oh, okay. So she's hiding her past relationships. But if we get to share that, we get to see exactly what your type is and groom ourselves into a point where we are the best version of what we can be to your type.
Okay, can I also add something
Yeah.
also? I hear what you say. But I feel like one of the reasons why we hide the past relationships because I feel like we don't want history to repeat itself. You know? There's this thing whereby you tell a judge, okay, this guy cheated on me maybe 7 times. That
So
guy's
you're not
gonna do
gonna
it 10
cheat.
times.
Hey!
So I think
He needs to break the record.
Yes. So I think
saying.
yeah. So I feel like it comes from a place of insecurity. Like okay, I want to experience something new. Because I feel like once you tell a gent, it's like for instance, okay, sorry to say this, but telling your new gent that you were raped. You get
Sorry,
what I'm
what?
trying to say? You were raped, for
Okay.
instance.
Yeah.
You find are you having a fight with this gent? He's gonna be like, you acting like this, or maybe let's say you're wearing a short skirt. You'll be like, yeah, you see, you called it upon yourself. That's why you got raped and stuff and stuff and stuff. So it's one of the things, especially like that's why I said it's important to disclose these things to a mature gent. If it's not mature, I feel like don't disclose such because he's gonna use it against you.
All right.
Yeah, so I feel like
No, I like that. Can I
Yes.
just say something? A positive criticism to what you just said. I think it's more productive than criticism, right? When you're with a guy or when you're with a girl, I think we need to set a culture of having rules of engagement, right?
Yeah.
For example, Princess, let's say you and I are about doing something, yeah? We need to set a culture like this. When we argue, we never walk away from the argument, right? Until the argument is done. We never raise voices. We never use things that we confided in each other in moments of vulnerability in that argument, right? What does that help us do, Chomi? That is going to help us when we're arguing. I'll never be Princess. That's why I'm the only guy who likes you because you got blonde hair on.
Oh, that's insane.
Right?
Okay.
Maybe you told me you want a blonde hair for whatever reason,
Yeah.
and now I'm using it against you, right? Or you'll be like, yeah, that's why I didn't get that promotion because, you know, you think you're stoic, but you're actually emotional.
oh
You
yeah.
know what I mean? And then we say, we never sleep angry. So even though we're angry at each other, I'm going to come and cuddle you. Okay, we're going to bed. Right? That's just to add on to the type of man that you need to date.
Yeah.
Set it
Add
up
on
from
there.
the jump where you're not exposing the secret, but you're giving them a solution to
Advice and
avoid that secret. That, hey, listen, we have got rules of engagement. This is how we're going to go about our arguments.
Personally, with that situation, I feel like a man or a woman in general, a person
Yeah.
who would, let's say you confide in that person, you tell them this is that, and and forth, and an argument happens, and they use that against you. Nah. For example, as a woman, they use it against you.
Yeah.
A man who does that, that's not a man.
Yeah.
That's just a child, realistically speaking, because it's a certain, for me, I feel like it's a thing of they trying to feel better about themselves
100%.
in a situation. And like, they see, no, this thing is about to end, there's a certain situation, now they want to feel better about themselves.
About themselves.
I never liked you anyways. in that sense of the
Yeah.
situation.
Yeah.
You get me? And if a man or a woman can come to you and use everything that you've like told him to
Against
bring
you and
you
stuff.
down, to bring themselves up, because at the end of the day, when you bring someone back, also when you bring someone down, you step on someone, you're going up yourself in the situation.
100%.
So that's not a real man, realistically speaking.
But do you also think women hide the amount of kids they have?
Kids.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Also that one.
On a
no,
personal
like-
experience, I can tell you a whole lot about that.
Oh my god.
But why do you think they do that?
Huh? Why do you think they do that? The honest answer? The honest answer?
Yes.
Because they're stupid. Right? Let me explain that.
That's insane, but okay.
Yeah, it's insane, but it's the reality.
Yeah.
Why hide your child and try and build something long lasting when the child's going to be exposed at the end of the day?
At some point.
Right?
yeah.
At some
Some
point.
point, yeah.
So me and Princess have been kicking it for the longest time, 3 years. Then all of a sudden, there's a kid I now need to take care of.
Yo.
Wait a minute, this kid is 7 years.
Now you need to step up.
I've been
my brother.
kicking with you for the past 3 years. Where was this kid the 4 years?
You need to buy Pampers now.
Or whatever, pay school fees
Yeah.
or some stuff.
Yeah.
And now you expect me to father this child properly, right? To provide for this child. And that time, I've never bonded with this child.
Imagine.
I'm meeting this
that's
child
tough.
3 years after marriage,
Yeah.
right? So to me, that's very stupid. It's best to get rid of everything that you might think is a deal breaker at the beginning
At
of
the
the deal,
beginning.
That's a big one.
right?
Because if you can, like, you start something new.
Yeah.
Nah, and you tell them, "Hurry, this is where I'm lacking, this is my weaknesses, this, that, and that, and what, and what, forth. Or rather, you expose
Yourself.
each other's
That's true.
downsides in a sense.
Yeah.
It makes it easier to go into the relationship with the thought of, okay, sharp.
Yeah.
I can't expect him to do this because he struggles with that, in a sense. Or I can't expect her to do this because she struggles with that,
Yeah.
in a sense. Because now, once you go into something with a certain expectation, hurry, no, she must act this type of way, she must act that type of way, and you find out hurry, she's incapable of acting this type of way because of her past, because of this, because of that, whatnot and what forth. It ruins the relationships. It becomes a place where there will constantly be arguments. It becomes a place where there's constantly anger and whatnot and what forth. Your relationship ends.
But can I ask, would you have do you think you would have given that woman that opportunity and like gotten to know her for that time if you knew she had a kid?
You see, here's the problem.
I think most of them do it out of like the fear of rejection. I'm not defending this at all. I think it's despicable to hide the fact that you're a child. As a person who grew up with a single mother, don't do it. But like, I'm looking at things from like a different perspective. Like, it's probably out of like a fear of rejection because a lot of men would not want to settle down with a woman who has a kid.
Most men are not
But why
taking
be with
that.
someone who won't accept your kid?
Let me answer
No,
that.
that's why I'm asking. Would he
Yeah.
have gone for her? She's your type. She's perfect. She's everything. But she has the kid. Wouldn't that be like a deal breaker for
Look,
you?
you're going to hate me, but let me tell you the honest truth, right?
Yeah.
As women, what do you think gives you value? Because you're born with value.
Yeah.
And then you start to lose it. What do you think makes you lose value?
I don't know.
The amount of people you slept with. Yeah.
Yes, that's one.
Is it? Can I
Yeah.
speak it louder?
Yeah, say it.
Okay. The amount of people you slept with
That's one.
Makes
Okay.
you lose
Another thing.
Your beauty. Your looks.
makes you lose
Yeah.
value.
Your
Really?
beauty?
The way you look.
It's-
It's pretty
Appreciates.
privilege.
Oh, I think the money you have now.
No, money doesn't
What
matter
about
for a woman.
confidence?
Confidence doesn't matter for a woman. You never have to take lead.
Respect.
KJ, you have a very specific answer in mind. Tell
All
us
The amount of evidence you have
What
of the
about
past man
cooking?
you've slept with.
the amount of what?
Evidence you have for the past man you've slept with.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
You come here, you've got 3 kids, 3 different fathers. You've slept with 3 different men with 3 different slots of evidence.
Okay.
Right? Now, I need to come into your life because I love you. I need to be a husband to you. And I need to be a father to these 3 kids. And these 3 kids' fathers could always come back and want to spend time with their kids. Therefore, they remove a bit of masculinity
From
and
you.
fatherhood from my house.
Yeah.
Right? Which is where the deal breaker comes along. And there's always been a saying that has been passed down to me that once you've had a kid with a woman, you can always go back and do that same activity.
Yes.
Regardless how
insane.
much she might try and fight it.
Yes.
You try hard enough, you scam it hard enough, you'll get what you're looking for.
Life.
So I'm not going to put myself in a position where baby daddy can come and get husband privileges, but doesn't have to
Anytime.
put in the husband effort.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So as a lady, majority of society deems you to have lost value if you've got kids, right?
Okay.
And there's no man to show for those kids. Society would deem you to have lost value when you've got a higher body count,
That's true.
right? I'm just giving you game from a man's point of view.
Yeah, I'm listening.
So I feel like as a secret, a child should never be that. A child should be from the jump. For example, I meet you at a bookshop. Think like a man type vibe, right? I meet you at the bookshop, and I'll be like, yo, mommy, I think you look real nice. Let's go have some supper, some dinner. I'll come pick you up at 7. You'd be like, I can't do 7. I'm like, why? No, I'm reading bedtime stories to my son. Already from the jump, you have let me know you've got a son.
I've got a son, yeah.
If I then push harder, I don't mind your son being there. Or of course, you have to do your due diligence to see if I'm just pushing to get the cookie.
Yeah.
Or I'm actually concerned to be in your life along with your son.
Yeah.
That's not exposed within 1 month, though. That takes time to expose.
I mean, not to put it in a perspective, because he has experiences, been through life and whatnot. But
Yeah.
to put it in a perspective of someone who has not been through that. Personally, I am not going to be the father that stepped up. Thank you. Realistically speaking,
You're absolutely not doing it.
you come to me,
Yeah.
you have a child, I'm sorry, I'm gonna go and make a child elsewhere. Realistically speaking.
Can I give you a situation? Tell me if this man is wrong or right? Stepdad, marries single mom. She's got a daughter. From the age of 2, raises the daughter to the age of 24 when she now needs to get married. Paid for everything, fathered her, did exactly what needs to be done. He's now paying for the wedding. Stepdaughter says, I want my biological father to walk me down the aisle instead of you. Right? Stepdad says, I'm no longer paying for the wedding. I want nothing to do with y'all.
Yeah.
Is he wrong or right?
He's justified. He's
It's
justified.
I'm sorry.
He's 100%
Life, I can take I am providing, and you're gonna tell me, no, you want except sack.
For me, it's not even about the wedding. Like, he literally raised her. Do you know what I
Live.
mean? So it's like,
I did a
it's
better
just
job than
disrespect.
your
Yeah.
biological, and you're going to treat me like this.
He wanna saw where he
Sack.
didn't ribang.
Puma
it's
lapo.
definitely disrespectful.
So I think then that secret of hiding the child is an absolute no-go.
Yeah,
What about financial status? I feel like most ladies,
that's a big one.
Do they hide
we,
it?
we are not.
But
'cause-
realistically speaking, I said that's a big one. But realistically speaking, not really that much. Wow.
I feel
To
like
explain
it is there because I feel like men nowadays, guys, they wanna like they're after our money in a way.
You see, if
or the type of job that you do.
if a man comes to you seeking for money, I don't think, realistically speaking, that's like a proper man.
So let me ask then.
As a man, you naturally have the thing where you want to be a provider, you want to be the head, you want to be. I don't care if you make 50,000 a month and I make 20. Exala, my 20,000 is going to take care of the both of us.
Yeah.
Okay.
You get
That's a good
Regardless of how much you make.
Yeah.
I think let's ask the ladies. Have any of you ever been rejected or dumped because you don't have enough for financial status?
No.
So
Not really.
Let's just put it out there that your financial status is like phytoplankton to a blue whale.
No.
Right?
I
It's
meant.
bacteria to a human body.
You know what I meant, Neje? I didn't mean he's gonna dump you because you're broke. No, he wants to chow your money, so you rather hide.
Fund my
And
account,
those-
my
Financial
sister.
status.
Those men are there, ne?
Yes.
Those men are there. But then when we take a look at the bigger picture, it's like 1% of men who are going to go and want to chow a woman's money. That happens when there's a great age difference.
I
For
feel like
example-
the 1% I disagree with that, guys. It's there, but it's just low key.
Really?
Yes, and some men can even pretend like they don't have money just to chow because they've mastered who women are after their money, so they're also becoming smart.
Has anyone ever tried to chow your money?
No, but I have experience. I have a friend. It once happened to her.
They want to try.
They wanted
try
to take
have
her money.
How many friends do you have where they've tried to chow their money?
Mama 3.
Just one. ne?
Sorry.
1.
There's this lady.
Yeah.
There's this Han. This girl, I think it's 3.
It's 3.
Yeah.
How many friends do you have?
A lot, yo.
So 3 out of a lot is like 1%.
Not really. Maybe it's 40%.
But hey,
The topic again?
hey.
The
So
topic of okay.
what
I forgot.
secrets that women have that they don't want men to
Men
know?
to know.
Right.
That they want men to be more vulnerable. Toxic masculinity is overrated. A
Please
crying
elaborate
man.
on that.
A crying man is way better, way more
I
masculine.
agree with her.
Has way more high emotional intelligence than a man
Don't
who
leave me hanging.
shouts and throws books
Can I
and
add on
does
that?
most.
Because Jay is not is not
Is
happy
he
with
not?
that point.
Okay, how do I put this?
Men?
Um,
Okay.
when I say, okay, to put it simply, women want men to be more vulnerable, to show their more vulnerable side. It's not something that they voice out. And also because I feel like men also grow up with the men aren't supposed to cry, men aren't supposed to get hurt. It's something that they've kind of like built in their systems. So even if they want to do it, they probably won't show it. But Mina, personally, I believe that the highest form of emotional intelligence and the thing that would really make a woman feel safe and secure is a man who has the ability to comfortably cry with her and just be like, babe, I'm sad. Like, I'm not okay. Like, share your tears. That is way more attractive and way more desirable than a man who always wants to stand on business and be in control at 24/7. Because at the end of the day, yes, I agree. Men are providers, dominant, what. You can leaderships, you can give them all the names, but they're still humans, guys. Men go through shit. Actually, they go through a whole lot of bullshit. And this thing of like bottling up their feelings and it's not really impressing anyone. If anything, if I'm with a partner for a specific amount of time and I've not seen them vulnerable, I start to get scared. You look like a psychopath.
Hey.
Cry.
I call them a robot.
Yes.
Hazel.
Cry. Feel your damn
Earlier
emotions.
you mentioned-
Like, I know you're sad.
Why did I mention?
I think women really hide that, but like a lot of the girlies that I've spoken to, we're not gonna get with a man if he hasn't even cried at least once, and I get it.
Hazel, earlier you mentioned about I was pink.
Yes. You know
So
what?
now-
Take it there, bro. Take it there before I get pissed off.
Yes.
Because today's not a good day,
I
bro.
want it.
So
Today
now
is
you are
not a good
saying,
day.
when I are saying, and also you are crying.
Yes,
No, don't. We want the man
I
who's
have a backup
vulnerable.
answer.
But are you going to call them house pink at the end of the day?
No, guys. House pink comes when the man wants me to take him out on a date all the time. She's talking about being emotionally available.
Yes.
I'm talking about he had a bad day. He had a long day at work. He tells me, baby, I had a bad day.
He's able to
He's
express it
emotional.
honestly, yes. He's in touch with what he's
is
feeling.
those ones that want you to text them all the time, chasing. No. Being emotionally unavailable and being chased is not the same.
Okay.
House
And
pink
when I
is on
say
the
this,
different side.
when I
Did
say
explain?
this,
So what if he
Let me finish.
becomes emotional that you don't text him all the time? So it goes back to being house pink.
I feel like if there's a certain I feel like if it becomes too much, ne? House pinky, if you do it too much, like every time you come back from work, you're crying all the time. Okay, that one is a little bit.
It becomes too much. all
Okay,
of a
now for
sudden.
me personally, it's
I mean,
never
like-
too much, because if you're going through shit every day, like I'm putting myself in your shoes. If I'm having a bad day and if I'm going through shit every day, or like it's that time of the month, I'm going to cry 7 days a week. It's okay. As a guy, you are entitled to feel those emotions and do exactly that. As my partner, as a female, I'm gonna embrace you, bruh. It doesn't make you less dominant. It doesn't make you less attractive. If anything, it makes you more masculine, because you know these tears aren't gonna change my opinion on you. And I know this because these are specific talks that I've had with my girls. But also
With your girls.
Alright.
That's a
Okay.
big point.
I think
I
it's my
would say-
turn now, right?
Yes, Jay.
Okay.
Forgive me.
I
But
hear.
none of you are men, so you never know what it's like to be vulnerable, and then you have that vulnerability used against you. Alright.
That's a weak woman for you.
No, it's not a weak
No, no,
woman.
let him
Wait,
finish.
let me finish.
Okay.
That's a typical woman. Women are built to want strong men. Women are built to want providers. Women are built to want men with leadership. That is why you look for taller men. You look for wider men. You look for stronger men. So when you come here with this nonsense that I want you to cry if you're having a bad day, excuse me, that is the next biggest crap I've ever heard in my life.
That's okay.
Hold
That's
on.
your opinion.
Hold on. It's all right. Let me tell you why my opinion is 95% close to fact.
Are we not? But
Right.
go ahead.
Hey!
Here's the reason.
Siyapheka manje.
When the father of the house cries, he crumbles all the pillars because everybody's already panicking, right? There's no food today. There's no electricity in the house. You're panicking, right? And now you see your dad crying.
Can I put it in a different perspective?
Okay, then bring it back.
Go ahead.
You are getting robbed. Someone breaks in the posy. You all are scared. Nah. The father of the house, he runs away.
Or he starts screaming the loudest,
What happens now?
Okay.
right?
What's the
Let's not
level?
be-
The pillar of
emotional.
strength is gone. You are built to be a pillar of strength as a man. Be a pillar of strength.
But do
I've
not
had a
say
hell
be
of
a
a
robot.
bad day. I've had a hell of a bad day, but this is all you'll ever see.
We can tell you
Right.
have a bad day.
I tell you, okay, listen, guys, today was tough.
Yeah.
It was a tough day.
We know.
I feel like crying. But if I break down in front of you guys, you will never take Jay to be the authoritative figure that he is.
I would
Jay,
give you a
I was pinky, I was
hug.
crying. I don't need your hug.
I would give you a hug. And you know, I'd still
Next
I'll
day you're
take
gonna
hands
see him
on you
different.
than I do for you now.
You see, here's the problem. I've realized that majority of the time, what women say and what women do
It's two
are
different
two
things.
different things, right? They told you, I'm going to block you, and yet they want to talk to you the most.
Thing
Right?
is, with that
Can I-
situation, I feel like women think that they want a certain type of thing. But subconsciously,
They want the opposite, right?
subconsciously,
But you guys are not women. Must.
Wait,
No.
yeah.
No, let them finish. It's okay.
I'd like to finish still, right?
Let him finish.
You never want to see your leader or your pillar of strength cry, right? Just like you never want your leader to consistently ask you for advice. Consistently, and every decision that he needs to make, he needs to ask you for advice. So yes, men, be vulnerable, but you heard there's a level of vulnerability that you can have. In my opinion, you've got 1 in every year chance to cry. And when you cry, it's
That's
3
okay.
tears maximum. 1, 2, 3. And you're done crying.
That's
Yeah,
perfectly
done.
fine.
Right? You're done crying.
there
Baby,
were tears
you be
that
like
rolled
this.
down my eyes.
Listen, babe.
But I did not
It's been
cry.
a tough day. But anyway, let's get back to business. Right?
Let's chase the fucking
That's
money.
your vulnerability.
You take your time.
Yeah.
A man's vulnerability
Take your
is
time.
articulation of emotion.
Yes.
It's not display of emotion. All right? You articulate. Listen, hun, today I was made to feel less than of a man at work. Today I had something that was put on me that I did not do. Today I'm being judged unjustly for things that everybody else is doing. I don't feel okay in my spirit right now. I'm feeling aggravated. I'm feeling aggressive. And I'm feeling, what's the word for being undermined? I'm feeling, whatever the word is, right? You let her know, this is how I'm feeling today. And I might not connect with you as much as you might need me to connect. I'm sorry. I'm going to go take a shower. When I come back, I'm going to have my boyfriend cap on. I'm going to have my husband cap on. I'm going to hold you and we're going to go and do this thing. That's what women want. You have taken leadership of your feelings and you have told them, right? You didn't cry. You want to cry? Come to me. Come to your boy. Yo, bro, they treated me like a cry it out, right? Because I go through the same. I understand. You need to get it out. Don't go do that in front of your woman.
Not to
That just
try.
reduces your height.
Like, your height.
Okay. First of all, y'all need to remember that everything is based on personal experiences and personal lives. Jay has lived a specific life, so he's entitled to all of his opinions. But just because he says something doesn't mean it's true, doesn't mean it's biblically accurate, okay? Secondly, I think Jay needs a hug and chocolates and just a good spa weekend where he goes and he gets massaged and he's hugged and he's treated well. Because y'all heard this, man. Do you hear this? This is
Check.
yes and yes and yes and yes and yes of bullshit that he put up with. And now we're getting into it.
Check,
Thirdly,
man.
I grew up with a dad that cried. I'm not done. I've seen my father cry. And never once have I looked at my father and I undermined him. That's why I said personal experience is every single thing. How you grew up, where you raised, it all starts back. It's all a psychological thing. I've looked at my father and I've never felt like, if I ever disliked my dad or fought with him, it was never because he cried. It was probably because he screamed at me or he hit me or he mistreated my mom in a way that upset him. Never because he was vulnerable. When my dad sits in front of me and he cries and he says, Princess ABC is going on, I connect with him on a deeper level. I connected with him on an emotional level and I respect that man. If anything, funny thing here, my dad is actually quite short. When he cries, he becomes taller. He gives off 6 foot energy because he knows that he's able to be vulnerable with his daughter. Okay. Secondly, I also dated a man in grade 10. That was straight out of COVID, ne? Like grade 9. When was after COVID? When they started the sports again. And I was with him and they had a soccer match and he was so frustrated with it because he was complicated and he just put his head here and he just shed a tear. It wasn't even anything deep. He didn't full on cry. I never undermined him. In fact, I dried his tears. We went out. We had a nice lunch date. That's why I said everything is based on personal experience. I do agree with what he's saying. Women do want a leader. They do want a man who's forthcoming. I'm sure if the robbery happens, we're probably going to expect a man to show up. But if he doesn't show up, it's okay. I will show up. It's all personal experience.
You're going to show up.
But yes, but what I'm not going to do is sit here and lie and pretend just because the vast majority want something or just because the vast majority agree with something doesn't make it completely okay. Till this day, I will stand by what I said. Men should cry, feel what the hell you're feeling, because then you get abrogated, then you get pent up, and then you have all these emotions that you're unable to deal with and understand with, and then you end up fighting with your partner. Bro, sit down.
Can I ask you something, Princess? Can I ask you something? You say, do you think you can compare the two, the man that you involved with romantically and your father? Do you think you can compare the two?
No, I was making an example because my dad is a full adult man that I've seen cry. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
Besides him, I haven't really seen.
Did he cry in front of your mom?
Yes, it was the two of us. We're having a family meeting. That's why I used him as an example, because he's the only fully adult man that I've seen cry. That's probably also why I have the mindset that I do, because that's the situation.
No,
but I can
that's not the
understand-
reason you have the mindset. The reason why you have that mindset is because you're very strong-willed. You have got a very strong character. You can articulate your emotions, and you do not conform to society. Now you are an anomaly in the matrix. So you are 1 out of a billion. You can do the maths to calculate what the percentage is. Therefore, you cannot project that anomaly to the reality. You are the dream. You are the utopic girl that men would like to have in regards to emotions. But you only exist, 1 of you in a billion. Right? There are 8 billion people. So there are probably 8 people like you in 8 billion. That is 0.1% of you in the population. So when I come around and I say that, listen, majority of the society and the reality would want a man who does not break down as much as you said he should break down, a man who will thrive in the eye of disparity, in the eye of absence, in the eye of a tough time. He's the one who's chosen to be the alpha. He's the one who's chosen to be most attractive, right? That is besides the point.
Yeah.
I'm just shedding light on the secret that you want to have. I do not want to mislead Abo Chomi and tell them, be vulnerable. I think that is a very big mistake. As a man, there's a reason why stoicism was established, right? To be stoic, to be like a brick. Yes, we're sitting in traffic. It's tough. We're in traffic. I'm not going to be like, oh, baby, you're in traffic. Oh, my God. No, go ahead. You do that. It's my job to comfort you. We're in traffic. We're in traffic. We keep it moving. It's tough times. I don't know what we're going to eat. I'm calm. All of you can panic, but because you see my calm, it keeps you calm, right? As a woman, you're built to depend. That's why nobody's attracted by your success or your finance, all right?
Yeah.
You depend on me for what I bring. The stoicism is part of what that is. It brings calm to your soul, right?
Okay.
That is what was the point I was trying to stress.
I hear you.
But I think this point has been stressed quite a bit.
I just want to, can I just make one last point to follow Jay's point about like the society and how the vast majority of women want a strong-willed man. Society will only move forward when change happens. Until men want to become in tune with their emotions, until men are able to sit and look in the mirror and feel what they're feeling in that moment and be vulnerable with the woman in that moment, we cannot create women in this society to accept that. You guys, you always want to put a strong front. You always want to put leadership. You want to be there with your full mental armors. And then you want to be like, oh no, women don't like me when I cry. But then as a society, that's how you men have presented yourself. Do you understand?
We're now used to
Yes, that's what people are used to. If we're going to look at everybody as a whole basis, a change isn't going to happen. A movement isn't going to happen until men make the decision to be vulnerable. Do not give a damn who's saying what. When if you want to cry. That's all I'm saying. If that female doesn't respect you, if she looks down on you because of the tears you shed, if your height becomes down because of the tears you shed, you leave like a man. I feel like it's unfair, guys. I feel like at the end of the day, men are still humans. You're gonna go through shit, you're gonna feel tough times, and to be told to swallow that shit up every 2 seconds, it's just not fair. And as men, if you're always gonna present yourself in this strong ass united front, you're gonna create dependable women who are used to seeing that. You're not gonna create a woman who's going to be soft with you, who's gonna be able to be vulnerable with you, if you men as a society are not vulnerable yourselves. Sorry.
All right.
Susie?
Wait, hold on. I'm going to say 3 lines, and then I would like for you to take it, please.
Okay.
All right. Tough times make strong men. Strong men make good times. Good times make weak men. The cycle repeats. Thank you.
Simple. So, Susie?
Period, I guess.
You always say I never agree with you.
Yes.
Always. Shout out. I agree with you.
You're going to dab it up?
For the first time, guys,
You
I
gonna
finally get
dab
the
it up?
host. I get the host approval.
Hear me out.
For the first time.
For the first time, I agree with you. Shout out to you, ne? But with the society level, please, let's not fight. Let's not go back because I want to take it to a next topic.
It's
from
okay.
there.
It's okay.
But yeah, on the society level, it's not that as men we are creating ourselves to be that. It's that society has presented us with that. You get how can I say?
They
you
put
get
those expectations on you.
certain cards.
Yes.
So you play with the cards that you're dealt with, in a sense.
Okay.
In society, you're expected to be a certain type of way. In society, you're expected to act a certain type of way. And as a man, we're just going to act that type of way.
I
in
hear
a sense.
you.
You get
I
me?
hear you. Yeah.
As Jay said, you're an anomaly always. You aren't like most women here that we have. But most women here that we have, they're going to expect you to be strong. They're going to expect you to, call this?
Buy
Like a
Astro
robot.
Pay.
Buy Astro Pay. Provide. Young Kinto. You get me?
VIP section, blow 30 bands. Every time.
Exactly. The president was sitting there.
That's what I was
blow 30
saying.
pence. Wow. But like, yeah.
Can I just say something before you continue? She's Zimbabwean, by the way. Hey, this
I'm half
anomaly
Zimbabwean.
is Zimbabwean. Just want to put it out
Oh
there.
yes.
Okay.
Mr. President, you must feel that one. So yeah, guys. The question that I have now, is: would you say another thing that females like to hide is their not just the relationship with the guy, but a close relationship with the guy, like a friendship level, though? You get me, like
the one that
a
they
male
have on the side.
bestie or just a close friend that's a male, not what.
Yeah, some women do because I feel like they have this thing of like, okay, this relationship is promising. So if I was to tell him, it's like gonna shake. Yeah, so I feel like it's one of the things that we hide.
Wait, you hide your male bestie or a side piece?
Male bestie.
He's talking about male bestie.
Oh, I thought you said you hide your side piece. But the relationship is promising.
No, male bestie. Yeah, I feel, but I don't have one though. But I'm just okay, wait. I'm lying.
You have a male bestie.
I'm lying. Yeah. Hey,
Yes, we
guys,
told him
mistakes.
in the previous
We all make-
episode.
That's what I'm saying. I do, but yeah, it's not that like Hazel. There's no it's the distance thing.
Was it that one she called?
Yeah.
The one with the girlfriend, the pregnant girl.
Oh, what happened?
What? I called the
No,
girlfriend.
he
I
refused because his
apologized.
girl was there. The other one said, "Yeah, I'm coming."
Oh yes.
I apologized to the girl. She was like, "It's fine." She gets it.
All right, can
She
I say
trusts
something
me.
about your male bestie though?
Yes.
I never dated a girl with a male bestie. That's a red flag for me.
Male bestie. What the
Okay,
heck?
it's okay. It's
Okay,
okay for you
Jay.
to have a male bestie. That's why I'll never date you.
That's
Jay.
okay with me.
What is the
No
question?
offense taken.
Oh, yeah,
Or do
okay.
they hide?
Do we hide?
Yeah.
Okay, for me, I feel like in my relationship, it's not a thing of I'm hiding. It's a thing of that my person never asked. Do you have but if the person was to ask, do you have a male
You
bestie?
really have to ask them.
Guys, I feel like
Thank
that's
you,
a-
bro.
Yes.
Thank you for asking,
Yeah.
bro.
My chat
If the
is.
person was to ask, I'll be honest about it. But
Yeah.
I'll just explain the situation.
My chat is, nah.
If you're hiding him, he's probably not a male bestie.
My chat
you.
is,
That's why I
nah.
say
I
for
If
agree
you're
with
hiding
you.
him, he's
That's
not
why,
a male
guys.
bestie.
When now I was speaking on behalf of other women, they do hide. That's why I said now for me, I'm not hiding anyone, but the person hasn't asked. But I'm open to having that conversation with my person. Who okay, there's this. The same way I was open to you guys about him.
Yeah.
So I'm not.
My
hiding
chat
anything.
is, nah.
Yeah.
There's certain things when, let's say, we're in a talking stage, there's certain things that you're going to reveal without me asking.
Yeah.
Would be talking on a normal conversation. Oh no, my favorite color is purple.
Yeah, you
Shout
know,
out to you,
some
guys.
random stuff like that.
You know, but you'll never say, "Oh no, I have a male bestie."
You know?
Why?
And that's necessary.
And that's
If-
necessary
if I can say,
information.
right? That's, for example, like a married man not mentioning that he's married. You never asked if you're married. So he never saw the need to mention
I
it.
feel-
Does that make it
okay.
right?
For me,
Exactly.
guys, the reason why I would say I didn't mention is because it's a thing of we speak after months. You get what I'm saying? It's not that like it's a
close-
hot friendship. No.
Then that's not your male bestie, my
No,
Nah,
he
realistically
is.
speaking.
No, guys, I feel like he is my male best. But it's a thing of I respected the fact that he has a girlfriend. So we just speak when I need advice. Related to this person of mine, we usually he advises me, no, Chomi, be patient, whatever. So it's not a thing of I'm gonna be like I have a male bestie. Yeah, this friendship is like no, it's a respectable friendship that
No.
is from a distance.
My call this view of the male bestie situation, that view will never change till this day.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah.
It shouldn't.
Especially if it's hidden, bro.
The reason why this view is like this because I was once a male bestie. You see the male bestie situation. Usually, as a man, you go to a hand, you press a hand, the hand, call this, friend zones you, you become a male bestie. The initial intention
Was
of
to
that
be a
whole
man.
thing
Yeah,
was not to become
100%.
that male bestie.
Oh, I hear
As
you.
a man, when you go to a hand, you don't go to a hand and say, "Hey, let's be chomies."
I'm so glad you said that, bro.
You get me?
I hear you.
I'm so
I hear
glad you
you.
said that.
I hear you.
So realistically speaking,
Because
that's
the intention, the basis was set out romantically in the beginning.
especially now because as Hans, you guys will go and confide in that male bestie. Like, no,
Yes,
hey,
we will.
my boyfriend is not treating me or what. You are giving all the cheat codes.
To him, to
Live.
become that perfect boyfriend for
Exactly.
Can I
you.
correct
I played
something
those
quickly?
games.
You are
before.
building him.
Yeah.
Can I quickly add something? You
Please.
see, me and my male bestie, it wasn't a thing of we met and then we almost dated. No, from the get go, we agreed. Hey, Joe, nah,
You're
I
gonna
don't
be
feel
friends.
anything for you at all. He also said, "I Chomi, Nami, I don't feel anything for you." We're honest. So,
Can I ask how you got to that
It's safe.
conversation?
He said that.
How did you get that conversation
Yeah,
where you have to
relationship
talk about
convo.
not feeling anything?
not feeling anything. Okay, okay. I'm gonna just quickly summarize how we met. This person, a friend of mine, he used to sell at this other store. So I went there, asked for help and whatever. Then we spoke. He's telling me, no, I have a girlfriend and whatever. Then it happened that the girlfriend found out about me. Then she was asking him, who is Hazel and whatever. Then we spoke well like our Chomi. How can people succeed? And a lot of people thought me and him were an item. We speak. Then he was like, "Hey Chomi, I get people are talking about this. Marana for me, I don't like you. To be honest." I was like, "Nina Chomi, I don't feel anything for you." That's how we got to that conversation. So there's nothing. Even if we were to be in the same room and talk about life, I know people won't believe me, but I'm 100% sure.
You know what's the jet with the
It's
best
genuine.
situation?
Yeah.
You guys grew up together. You guys know each other. You guys are your perfect match, if you wanna say it. You guys get along.
You even know each other's family, bro.
Exactly.
You have slept over at some point.
Wow, that's
You know that this bro likes this A B C D E F all the way to Z, and he knows that you like A B C D E F all the way to Z. But you find a man that only knows that you like A B C D.
Yeah.
Okay.
You get me? So realistically speaking, if you actually analyze and say, "Oh no, I want a guy that knows me,"
You want your best friend.
your best friend knows you.
No, guys, that's
In and out.
where I come in. Where I say you need to teach your partner that D. Oh, you say A B C D E, right?
All the way through Z.
Okay, yeah, you need to
Man,
teach
guys,
him
if we're
until
gonna use that
Z.
logic, we might as well then you're gonna date all your friends because also my female friends know me very well. But like, let me.
Female friends is a
I
different
have a male
situation.
bestie, and this
Yes,
is male
yeah.
bestie downright, by the
Yes,
way. Yeah?
yes.
We met each other in class, and I wanted his friend, so I started talking to him, and I was like, "Hey, I want your friend. Tell me what I gotta do, to get to your friend." And then he helped me, and then he hooked up with me with his friend, and then I didn't talk to him anymore because I got what I wanted.
So basically, he was a stepping stone.
Yes,
he was not a bestie.
No,
She was
in
a
the beginning.
stepping
Actually,
stepping stone.
Yeah, that's how I was going started out. And then while I was with my friends, he's like, "Nah, bro, I'm feeling lonely. MD is coming up. Remember
That is
MD at
the-
school?
the-
And
okay.
people went
The male
crazy."
bestie.
Who was your
I'm not revealing. I'll tell you off camera. 'Cause
Okay.
I just want to respect their privacy.
Okay.
Yeah? He's like, "Nah, bro, MD's coming up. I need a girl." So I
You
have
went
a
with
friend
your
of
male
yours.
bestie.
No, I didn't. Well, I went with another male bestie, but he's gay, so it doesn't count. The one I'm talking about is straight.
I
now.
also want to come back to that one. guys.
There's only
Doesn't
like
count,
3
but
gay
anyways.
people in that almost that we know.
Okay, I'm just gonna say his name. He doesn't care. Steven.
Oh,
Yeah,
you went with him.
I went with him to MD.
He's the male bestie.
He's one of my male besties.
One
There's
of.
2 of them. The other
You
one
have
is
got
straight.
2 male besties.
Yes. No, one is gay. It doesn't
Yo,
even count.
Guys, feelings
Guys,
are
come on.
feelings.
He's gay.
He's got the apparatus.
He's gay. Come on.
Guys, he's got
So he talks
apparatus.
to me and he tells me like I've been looking at your friend for a while. I'm interested. So I hooked them up together because he hooked me up with his own boy. Do you know what I mean? So we did our thing, and then of course at the year relationships happened and we split up, and like we still just became friends. We went to church together. We didn't meet each other's families. We just give each other advice. We talk as normal friends. He doesn't buy me anything. He doesn't take me out. He doesn't. It's not even. He doesn't even spoil me. Just how you would treat
Yeah.
a homegirl. Do you know what I mean? So. It's very, very possible. And the guy that I spoken to him, like after him, that I spoken to recently, I told him, this is my male bestie. I feel like if a girl is hiding it, she probably deep down in her heart knows that there is some romantic
Yeah,
altercation between the
nice.
two. And she knows that if she was to introduce them together, it'd be very
Yeah,
awkward.
they would clash.
But me, if I'm getting married or I have a boyfriend, my male bestie, I don't give a damn. If he could see us standing here, it doesn't bother me.
That's
You know, I'm so glad that you feel that way, and it's okay.
And he feels the same way.
I just really want you to express that to your mans at the beginning of the relationship.
always do.
That
Yeah.
listen, I've got a male bestie,
I always
and right
do.
now I'm not leaving him for you. Let him know that
100%.
because as a man, when we start to get into a relationship with a woman, right, we don't want you to have anybody who's fulfilling the duties that I'm doing.
I hear
If the
you.
only difference that in the duties that we're fulfilling is sexual intimacy, right, then he's also your man.
Yeah.
The only difference is that you share a part of you that you might deem to be sacred.
Yeah.
But then there are many relationships that are based off celibacy. You know what I'm saying? So the reason why a man does not necessarily appreciate a male bestie is because the male bestie does everything that your man does. Only that he does not satisfy your intimate needs.
It's not my male bestie. Bestie, you're not doing things right. If
You
you're
see,
my
now
man,
you
buy
want
me
him to do things
McDonald's.
right.
If you're my man, you buy McDonald's.
When
But
the
I'm
male
just saying-
bestie does not like you as a gent, the hand won't like you.
Yeah.
Somebody.
Yeah.
It's child.
Right.
Also, you need to understand, we both like, there's so many like, so much context to this. We're both like only kids, so it's more of like a sibling kind of thing. Do you know what I mean? I don't have a brother and he doesn't have a sister. So,
But you're not biological.
We're not biological, but that's how we
So
see
it
each
works.
other. That's how we view
It works.
Guys, come on, man. That's how we view
I've
each
got
other.
to ask though. I've got to
Yes.
ask. Thank you very much for clarifying the male bestie level, right? Do you, as ladies, also hide your intimate expertise?
Yes.
right? Does everyone understand my question?
I understand your
that
question.
Do you ladies hide the amount of experience you have when it comes to that?
Yes.
Yes.
Because yes.
That lamza.
Yeah.
That lamza.
But for me, it's not even about experience. A lot of the girlies hide, like, how can I say? They try to pretend like they don't also have needs. Or they also don't want specific things to be done. I don't know if this is a PG-13 conversation or what. But like a lot of the
21
girlies,
plus.
a lot of the girlies will pretend like, oh no, like I'm not interested. Or no, like, you know, us women, we don't get horny when they're just as excited about these things as men. I'm sorry. Arrest me. But it's the truth.
But why are you hiding it, bro?
I don't know, because probably society would like slut shame them or call them hoes. But if anything, I think most women are probably more horny than half the men on this planet.
I think
but
so.
they just, it's something that they
According
keep
to the
in.
Can I give you guys some juice? Wait. Let me take it. Let me take it. Can I give you some juice?
Yeah.
I want you to focus on that big camera there and
This
say
one?
it. The biggest one you see. And say it.
Kie.
Oh my goodness,
That
guys. This one.
That one.
Okay, girlies. We also just get as horny as men do. Probably even more.
Even more.
Probably
And
even
sometimes
more.
want it how much more?
Probably 10 times more.
Hey.
We just don't say it out
Yeah.
loud because decorum and nothing, our body parts don't rise.
Okay.
So, uJohn kayevuka. uJohn manje kayevuka.
No, but guys, it's the truth. I'm
So you
tired
guys,
of pretending.
nani niyavuka.
Yes, but we hide it. A lot of the girlies hide it, honestly. But like even a lot of the times, because you see, yeah, like a lot of the girlies that tend to be shy and like I don't give a damn. As soon as you make a move, hey,
They're about it, bro.
they're about it. They're like, tell me
And
what
it's
to
a
do.
waterfall,
And
bro.
that's what I'm saying. So
Ah,
a lot of them, I feel like they tend to hide like how much they feel about it, like as if they don't have
fountain.
needs. But they're probably just as worse as men. And I'm tired of pretending like we're not.
Okay, let me give you juice that you need, ladies. All right, I'm gonna give you juice that you need.
Take
Okay.
notes, Chomi.
All of these guys that I know, and I know many guys who've come to me and be like, yo, I found my girl with a body count of 3. They are never satisfied. Because the girl doesn't know what to do. They have to teach them every day from the jump. This is how you do it. Do it like this. You're hurting me. Get them teeth off. You hear what I'm saying?
Hey,
Right.
bro, teeth.
Hey. And we never want to feel teeth. You know what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? However, I've noticed that for the gents, that get a girl with a decent amount of experience, right?
Okay.
They are more satisfied. They're happier, right? So it's a subconscious thing that has been built into man to think that a small body count is the best. As a matter of fact, I think a body count below 10 is good, right? Or a body count that's been stretched out, meaning she's had maybe one guy for 5 years, right? That's a good. I think that's a good body count.
Yo, wouldn't
right?
slut shame a woman with 10 body counts?
I personally wouldn't.
Wow,
right?
guys, there's hope.
And I'll explain.
There's hope.
I'll explain why. Teaching a woman is very difficult because you take it emotional. Like, babe, get your teeth off me, you know. And I'm in that moment. My mind is not thinking about your feelings. My mind is thinking about what is happening right now. And now I'm sending you videos from YouTube on how to do it, and you're like, this guy thinks I'm not doing. He's probably cheating. Blah 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 blah.
Oh, yeah,
you get what I'm
100%.
saying?
Yeah.
So just like you said, that women are probably more interested or enthusiastic about the deed, right?
Yeah.
Men also want a woman, or from my own experience and my own opinion, men want a woman with a track record of activity, who can hold her own in that environment, in which you can then train her from what she has. That's why you need to go through a year of internship, and then you start counting experience. Internship is not counted as experience. You get what I'm saying? So I think that is something that women hold back, which is a good thing, because from the jump, you don't want to be told, yo, I got 15 bodies. From the jump. It's kind of scary, bro.
It is scary.
She jumping at you 15 bodies. You're like, You get what I'm saying?
Well,
Hey.
well,
I say everyone this way.
I have to be honest. I'm sorry, it's kind of my thing.
No, I'm glad. How old are you, by the way?
I'm turning 19 this
You're turning
year.
19?
Yeah.
You're not legal yet, bro.
Hey, boo.
To
No,
drink?
legal is 21, fam.
Oh.
Oh, what? He's not talking about drinking, is he?
No, I'm talking like to be considered like a full-fledged adult.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
That's
21. Because you can't go to Blue Room now. You're not 21 yet.
True. Yeah.
Hey, Chief, Blue Room you saying?
Hey,
Blue Room you saying?
hey, my
If
boy.
you have the
Hey.
money and the connections,
Blue Room knows my name, Chief.
Really, what do you think like girls hide from guys? Like intimate stuff that.
Hold
they
on,
hide
before
from
that
them?
question.
Yeah.
Nah. Can we rather say Can you summarize all of the things that you've said today?
Period.
The things that we ladies hide from men. Well, okay, number 1 is the body count. Number 2 is childhood trauma. Number 3 is sexual experience, like what Jay was saying, because we're scared of being judged and all that stuff. Yeah. Hey guys, I forgot some of the points.
Besties, don't forget the male besties.
The male besties. The male
Male
besties
besties.
part. The
I
male
love my
besties
male
part.
besties.
I can't relate, but I'm saying most ladies do hide. But I learned something that I'm gonna actually tell my person about it.
Oh.
We love that girl.
I like that you can take something home.
Closing statement?
But Chomi, it's not every man that you're with that is gonna use your past against you. There's men like Jay, like what he was mentioning. You saw his mentality. But I feel like sometimes also look at the type of men that you are with before you disclose this type of things. And be proud of your past. Well, be proud of your past.
Be proud.
Yeah, don't be too hard on yourself.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Princess?
Guys.
Bruh, the right woman will kiss your tears. Let me not even lie to you. She probably won't hold that against you. Ladies, let's just be more open in our relationships about what we're really thinking and what we feel. I feel like communication is the basis to every relationship. And communicate about literally everything. Don't leave anything out. And yeah, Chomi, I hope this episode was helpful and educational.
President's advisor.
Right, the council. I'm going to be honest with you guys. The vulnerability that women want is not the vulnerability that they say they want. The vulnerability they want is the articulation of emotion and not the display of emotion. My final words. Tough times
Never last.
make strong men.
Okay.
Strong men
Those three.
make good times. Good times make weak men. Weak men make tough times. You can take home what you want from there. Don't be vulnerable.
Oh, yes. So, guys, I feel like I was about to say something and it was not the thing, so I'll say it. Tough times never last, only tough people last.
Yeah.